The Beverly Council on Aging welcomes you to our program, Livin' the Good Life, designed to explore our beautiful city and the world around us.
Hello and welcome to Livin' the Good Life. I'm Bob Hobbs. My guest today is Erin George, case manager at Beverly Bootstraps, and she is going to talk about some of the programs that Beverly Bootstraps offers, including new regulations, is it, for the SNAP program, or a new way of signing up for?
Yeah, with us, so it's exciting.
All right, let's talk about case managing. We get a lot of cases around here. How would you manage this?
I am just really happy to be here with you, Bob, and the rest of the Livin' the Good Life crew, so I'm glad to be here. But I've been at Beverly Bootstraps now for just over 4 years as a case manager. So clients that live in both Beverly and Manchester who we serve, and anyone that comes in looking for help, whether it be with rental assistance, utility assistance, they just aren't sure who to go to. We get calls all the time of some people that are just lost in Beverly, that don't know where they're headed, and they know a friendly voice will pick up the phone at Bootstraps and try and help them. So we do a little bit of everything, but I work directly with a lot of our clients and helping them with applying for different programs. Like you said, we're now working with clients helping them apply for SNAP, which is the food stamp program. They renamed it a few years ago to the SNAP program, and that's a new thing that we're really trying to get a lot of people to know about the program and get them signed up. So in addition to my regular case manager job, we're doing a lot of outreach, which is why I came here to chat with you today, besides it just being a good time, was to talk about that.
Okay, well, I've been lost in Beverly for years, and a lot of places before that, actually, and I do need help, especially getting to Aruba. Do you offer that program?
No, unfortunately not.
Okay.
I wish.
All right, now if I come walking into Beverly Bootstraps and I say I need help, what's the first thing that happens?
What usually happens is you'll sit down with one of the case managers. There's myself, and we have another case manager, Greg Azell. It's the two of us, so one of us will sit down with you. And what we try and do is some people will come in and they say they only need one thing. Some people will come in just saying, I need help with this one gas bill. But a lot of times there's other things going on that we can help them look at to see kind of a big picture of what else is going on that's happening, that maybe you can't pay that bill. What else can we help you with that would benefit? Instead of just one immediate need, we try and look and see, take a holistic approach and look at everything really of what's going on. To help them, if they come in for case management, we tell them about our food pantry that we have that they can utilize once every 14 days. We also have adult education programs. We have an ESOL program for people wanting to learn English. We also have the High Set program, which is the new GED program that we run as well. We have youth after school programs. We have seasonal programs. We give backpacks out to kids in August. We have our Adopt a Family program, which provides gifts around the holidays for any children under 18. So we have a lot going on, and sometimes people don't even know what they want when they come in. We're kind of the ones trying to help them figure out what they need and point them in the right direction to what services we have. But if we don't have it in-house, we do our best to send them someplace that can help them with making referrals.
Well, that's true. If you do have a litany of problems, it's hard to know exactly what prioritize your problems.
Yeah.
Now, let's go back to the beginning when you started talking about somebody came in, they needed help with their gas bill. Mm-hmm. I assume that they would also need help with other bills. I mean, is that what you do, is determine whether they need help beyond the gas bill, or what do you do with the gas bill?
Yeah, sometimes we do have some funds available for people that are behind on things, but what we really look at is to see what caused them to fall behind and try and prevent it from happening in the future. So we'll see what can we do to help them not only with that gas bill, but what can we do to help them be in a more stable place so that it doesn't happen again? What services do we have? What services in the community can they access to make sure that this is kind of a one-time occurrence? Through our office in Beverly, which is our only office, we
the only office in Beverly,
just the one building. Through our office, we are a satellite location for some other programs, such as fuel assistance through NASCAP, and we also have our EITC program that we run for tax season. So individuals who might find it harder, whether it be physically to get there, whether it's a transportation problem, people can come to us actually to help them apply for fuel assistance, to do their taxes. That's things that they don't have to worry about trying to coordinate getting over to Peabody to do. It's much easier. I know a lot of our seniors in Beverly who don't have transportation to get there. It's much easier to get a ride over to Beverly Bootstraps than it would be to go out of town. So we're really lucky to be able to offer not only our own programs, but work as a satellite location for them as well.
Now, I always need help with my taxes, and I'm beyond help. Do you do the taxes for me?
Yes, we're basically,
am I going to have to bring in a litany of
you would be your regular,
paperwork?
taxes.
Please.
Yeah, we
audits kill me.
Yeah, we offer the tax program. It's completely free. It is income-based, so based on your family size, you do have to fall under a certain income. But as long as you're under that income, you can come into Beverly Bootstraps. We hold it 2 evenings a week, completely free, and you can get your taxes prepared, submitted, both state and federal. I help in coordinating that program, and we usually start at the end of January. But it's great. A lot of people, as long as you're income eligible, you can give us a phone call and we'll help you get your taxes done. So
good. I assume this is mostly fairly simple stuff. It's like complicated.
Yeah, nothing. Well, we do have some parameters, obviously, in what we can do, but it's relatively simple returns that we are able to do. So.
Now, in the paying the bills thing, I mean, do you actually give people money, or how does that work?
We do have limited funds available for people that need assistance with the bill, so sometimes we can help with them. They need to go through a whole intake process with one of the case managers. You just can't call up and say, I need $50 to pay my gas bill or something. You have to come in, go through an intake process with one of the case managers, and we can see at that time if we have funds available.
You don't have any funds to take the Suffolk Downs and see if I can do something?
No.
Okay.
I know, that would be nice,
I don't know kind of so, okay, let's go back to the GED thing. That's helping who?
So anyone that doesn't have their high school diploma can get, they changed the GED over, it's now the high set, which is high school equivalency test. And anyone who has not graduated from high school can do that program, and it's basically your high school equivalency. So for any job where you would need a high school diploma, or if you want to progress on to college, that program can help you get that equivalency and be able to move on. So we offer that program in the mornings and in the evenings, and it's really helpful. I know it's a lot of one-on-one tutoring. We have a fantastic adult education supervisor. Her name's Julia Andrews, and she works directly with so many of the clients in assisting them with studying, preparing for the tests, since there's 5 individual tests that they have to take. It's not just one test. Yeah, there's 5 of them, yes, that you have to study for. So it is intensive, but she and her team of volunteers are absolutely fabulous in the job that they do with helping so many students. We've had people that have left high school early because it just wasn't the right fit, all the way up to some people in their 60s that finally were ready to take that step and get that high school equivalency. So it's a fantastic program.
Well, basically, I found out that my education started after high school, and that's when I really started to learn about life. Everything I know about life, I learned at Suffolk Downs. Now, can we go to the SNAP program that you were talking about? I'm starting to ramble. Tell me about the SNAP program, and you said you're going to have there's a new way to sign up for it.
Not really a new way to sign up, but it's a new program to us in that we're going to be doing a lot more outreach and trying to get people aware of the program and if they are eligible. Not only signing up people with the program if they're new, but also going out and letting people who are existing SNAP participants know that there are ways to increase their SNAP dollars, specifically with seniors. If you have a lot of out-of-pocket medical expenses, if you have to pay for health insurance, those are all ways of getting more in your SNAP benefit that can increase the amount of money that you get each month. we'll also be helping new people submit the application, get together all your verifications, so proving what you're saying on your application is true. It can be a little...
always where the rubber meets the road, you're right.
Yeah, but it can be a little difficult for some people. I know the first few I did, I was overwhelmed, and I still do them on a daily basis, and some of it can still be a little confusing. So I can only imagine anyone looking at that application for the first time who gets that list of all of these documents that you need to gather. While it's relatively simple, most of it you'll just have at your house. Sometimes just looking at it can be overwhelming, so being able to work one-on-one with someone and just saying, nope, it's all you have to do is get them together and we send them and you'll be good. And we're doing a lot of outreach. I've been talking with the senior center, and they invited me onto the program, which I'm so glad to be here again. And I'm going to be doing a lot of outreach in the month of March, specifically at the senior center. I spoke with Jessica Waggett there and her staff in the outreach department, and they've just been so helpful with trying to figure out what the best way is to reach seniors. So I'll be over there in the month of March. So look for me there, and you'll be able to see.
It sounds like you're moving in.
I enjoy actually going over there tremendously. Whenever I have meetings, there's always something going on. It's never a dull place. I enjoy all the music and the dancing. So I'm going to be quite happy to be spending some afternoons there. But I'll be over there in March. There'll be more in their newsletter to come about getting people signed up.
You'll be there weekly or twice a week?
We haven't quite figured it out yet, but it will be in the newsletter. Will be the highlighted outreach, I believe, in March. So you guys can look at that if you get it in the mail or wherever. To make sure that you come out and see me. And I'm always available at the Bootstraps office whenever people want to call and things like that.
Okay, let's assume that I somehow qualified for all of this. And you said that there's various ways that you can sometimes increase the amount of money you're going to get. Is that then something, say I have a big doctor's bill, whatever it is, and I need more money that month. Now, is that something that it has to be changed monthly? As far as, in other words, once I get it, I'm assuming they're going to say, yeah, well, you had your monthly bill, now we're not going to give it to you after that.
Yeah, like something that you would have to pay consistently. It wouldn't just be like a one-time occurrence. It's most frequently if you have a lot of co-pays that you have to pay every single month, if you have a health insurance bill that you have to pay every month.
I see.
It's something that's more consistent, which a lot of people have. And sometimes when you go to the pharmacy, it's only $3 or $4 at a time, but if you have a few prescriptions, it does add up. And that way, submitting that, you can increase the amount of SNAP that you're getting to help that money go to other places that you wouldn't be spending on food.
Yeah, that's true. And you're right. Co-pays can build
Add up quickly.
They can add up, exactly. And but there are good VA benefits for covering that too. But the SNAP program is really interesting. Tell me about some other programs.
At Beverly Bootstraps, which a lot of people know us for, is our big vans. We're always driving around with our mobile market, and that's something that I'm at frequently, so a lot of people might recognize me from that. I sit at the computer and enter in every person that comes in and how many pounds of fruit and vegetables that they take. So we visit 6 different locations in Beverly. Our food pantry staff, we have some of them that come along with us. And then there's a mobile market coordinator. Her name is Zoe Harris. And then there's Kevin Herlihy. He is our driver pickup extraordinaire that's always there helping us lug things that are a little bit too heavy. But it's a great program that we run June through the end of October. And it's for people living in Beverly housing and also over at Apple Village. And we just started at Turtle Creek and Turtle Woods. So you do have to live in one of the areas that we go to for that program. It's unfortunately not available to everyone, just the way it's set up. But it is fantastic and lets us get out of the office and really see people where they're comfortable in their home since we go into their neighborhood. So.
I participate in this occasionally, as you know. But you have sign-up periods for that too. It's not like if you just pull in, anybody can go. Do they have to be signed up beforehand?
No, actually, we have a sign up at the beginning of the season to hopefully register anyone who is interested, but if you move in late, if you just didn't know what was going on, if you weren't sure you wanted to do it, anytime you come, as long as you have a piece of mail to show you live in the right space, you can come up and see me and we'll get you signed up. And that's really what's fantastic about it. It's not you miss a deadline, you don't get to participate. It's always ongoing throughout the season.
And there's really good stuff there. I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You haven't got enough sugar crumbs and the stuff that that I actually eat.
know.
I hate to do anything that's good for me, so that makes it difficult for me. But you know, as I've said 100 times, I think a sugar cruller is the perfect food because it satisfies your sweet tooth, your fat tooth, your grease tooth. You know, what more can you ask for?
All in one right there.
Right there. You know, and all that apples and things is, you know, good to wash down the sugar cruller.
Yeah.
But and they come around every 2 weeks.
Yeah, some locations we're at weekly, and then those are the family sites, and then a lot of the senior housing sites we alternate week to week so we can accommodate more. We visit certain sites once every other week. That way we can serve more of the housing sites and more of the seniors and families in Beverly that we accommodate through the program.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about the, let's go to the after-school program.
Yeah.
The kids, what the kids report after school?
Yeah, we do. We have
Is this like detention?
No. It's
okay.
much funner than that.
Okay.
So we actually have an elementary and a middle school program. Unfortunately, both of them are full right now. We have limited space. I'm sure people know that we are going to be moving into a new building, or moving in that process of getting there. So in the future we might be able to take more, but right now we are full. But it's a wonderful program. We have an elementary group and we also have a middle school group. When I've been there, the program has grown tremendously in the fact that so many more activities have been introduced. We help the kids with their homework, a lot of one-on-one tutoring, but we're also helping them with other skills. They also get to go outside when it's nice out, so it's not just terrible sitting and doing your homework. They go on field trips. Last year we were lucky enough to be able to take some of the middle school students to the Project Adventure Ropes course, which they seemed to love. They were all climbing up trees and dangling from ropes, and they really enjoyed themselves. And a lot of these people provide these services to us just as a courtesy. And we take the kids to the roller palace. They've been bowling, they've been swimming. They went on a tour of Endicott College a few years ago, which they all seem to thoroughly enjoy.
You kidding me? Can I get on this program?
I know, it is really fantastic.
I'd like to do the rope thing if I had use of my rotator cuffs. I'll tell you about the zip lining story sometime, but that's when things start to fall apart. But it's just a nice project. You help the kids with their homework.
Yeah. We're always doing homework.
Can they just drop it off and pick it up in the morning?
No. They are actively doing their own homework. We have amazing tutors, many of which have been there from before I even started at Bootstraps, that every year come in, and the kids really appreciate having the same faces every week and the consistency that it provides. And it's just a fantastic program, and a lot of the kids return year after year, and they form a great relationship not only with the staff at Bootstraps, but again with the volunteers that we have who are fantastic and dedicate a lot of hours and a lot of afternoons to sitting with children who just are really in need of an extra support service with their homework, so it's a great thing that they do.
Not knowing anything, but have you ever considered doing anything with gardening? Maybe taking a plot down the community garden for the kids, you know? I mean,
we used to have a few little plots, well, not really plots, I'm not too garden knowledgeable, but we had a couple little buckets that we would plant things in, but unfortunately with the outdoor space at our building, we're just not able to accommodate it. But moving forward, we're hoping to. We actually, the youth coordinator, Zoe Harris, she does the youth and the mobile market. She introduced some vernum composting, which is actually worm composting to turn into soil with the kids in the hopes of being able to set up a garden with that soil. So that was really exciting. All of the kids, when they didn't finish their apple, when they had a banana peel, they put it in a bucket in order for the worms to have compost to create into soil. So they have dabbled in it, and the kids have much more of a green thumb than I do, and they really enjoy doing it. But hopefully when we have some more space, right now it was just a couple little buckets that were in the parking lot, so it wasn't the best, not the most sunlight for things to grow, but
it works. You know? And as far as the green thumb goes, nobody has a green thumb until you actually do things, you know? And then everybody says, well, you got a green thumb. Actually, it's just stumbling through and messing things up. You know, like life, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay, are there any programs that we've missed now?
I don't think we missed anything. Our food pantry, though, is always a program that I like to talk about just because of how great it is. People can come in, Beverly and Manchester residents, once every 14 days, and they receive 3 bags of food when people leave, when you come in and get it. We have a terrific food pantry staff, and a lot of people don't, when they have a food pantry, sometimes they have an idea that they're just getting some cereal and some cans of soup. At our food pantry, when you come in, you get a perishable bag, which includes milk, cheese, eggs. You get a meat choice like hamburger, turkey. We often have fish sticks and ravioli. You also get a staple bag that does have that cereal. It has soups, pastas, things like that. But additionally, we also have a lot of fresh produce. We have bread that we get donated from a lot of fantastic places. And you get a lot of quality product, and it is a good way of helping save money by coming into the food pantry. We also,
I suppose there's no sugar cruller bag.
On occasion, we do get some sweet things donated, so if you're there on the right day, you can find a donut or two.
Is this random, or can I be put on this one?
No special list
on the
for this.
Danish pastry list? No.
Unfortunately, no sweet treat sign-up list, but yeah, it is a great program, and through that is the mobile market, and we also have a food education class that we do called Cooking Matters. It runs in sessions. We just wrapped one up. It's a 6 to 8 week class that teaches people how to use ingredients in a healthy way, preparing meals for their family, how to shop effectively, things like that. And that's, I think, the 4th or 5th time that we've run the class, and it's been a fantastic turnout every single time we get enrolled students. We offer babysitting for it, and it's just teaching people basic skills about cooking healthy, how to use products in different ways, teaching them how to shop more effectively within their budget. So it's a really terrific program that we started a few years ago, and that I know so many of our clients want to take the class again because they just enjoy it so much.
You teach cooking, but I mean, actually, I don't cook at all. If it doesn't go in the microwave, I don't usually invite it home with me. But talk about the shopping thing. Do you actually go to the store with people
in years past they have,
don't do that, do this? Is that what you do? Yeah.
In years past, they have been able to actually go to the grocery store. They showed people about a lot of things that I was really unfamiliar with. So I think for anyone, you take something away from it, like unit pricing, buying the smaller versus the bigger, and looking at how much it actually is per ounce or something like that. That most people don't have that basic knowledge when going shopping, and being able to learn that to use what money you do have effectively in shopping for your family for food to last you and sustain, I think is fantastic, and something that everybody, not just clients of Beverly Bootstraps, can benefit from knowing.
Yeah, actually, and you know, shopping can be tough. I don't know, me, it's an ordeal. But you know, sometimes there's the people put the size or quantity on the packaging, use different terms. You know, there might be 16 ounces of this, and you know, 13 milliliters of this, and I don't know. What's the difference? You know, I roll them up and I say, oh, one's bigger than the other. You know, but they teach that too.
Yeah, well, comparing things and which is most cost effective, they go over that to get the most out of your money.
Good. It doesn't take too much to get the most out of my money, because there isn't any of it. But the whole, I'd really like to do this myself.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We've had
it's
people.
Like, excuse me, you know, the VA said, man, this was like 5 years ago. They said, you got to get off sugar. I said, please, just give me a cyanide pill and leave me alone. So finally, then they started to threaten to cut off pieces, you know, toes, feet, legs, and that kind of thing. So I said, maybe I should get involved here. So I started reading the food labels, and what I would do is I'd pick up two things. And this one's got 16 milligrams or grams of sugar, and this one's got 25, so I'd get 16. But what I don't know is whether 16 is any good.
Yeah.
You know, this is kind of a lesser of two evils thing, but maybe I shouldn't even be looking at that at all. Is that something you guys teach? I still do that, by the way.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about that, but with the whole program of just learning how to shop effectively and using, if you do have food stamps, that SNAP program, when you have your EBT card, it's essentially like a credit card that you have, which is loaded with your monthly benefit amount. So say it's $100 a month that you can use on different foods and goods at the grocery store, using and getting the most mileage of that $100 before you reach into your own pocket. So knowing those things helps you extend not only the money that you might be getting from SNAP, but also maybe helping you save a little bit of your own money if you're not getting the most in SNAP right now. Before you reach into your pocket, you know how much you can get by comparing things, getting the most bang for your buck, and just being able to conserve what money you do have and spend it more effectively.
Well, I assume there are limitations on what you can get with the SNAP card.
Yes, there are limitations.
Yeah, they're going to give me my Guinness back and say, yeah, you're not going to put that on.
No,
that one comes out of your pocket, man. Where do they go with that? How far do they go?
There are parameters on it. There's actually a full listing that you can get from the Department of Transitional Assistance, who oversees the whole SNAP program. But it's pretty much primarily for food. So if you're going in to get your family your weekly groceries, essentially most of those items are going to be covered. Milk, cheese, bread, meats, all things like that, produce, vegetables, all of that would be included. So when you go in, you're looking to get your kids snacks to pack with their lunch, things like that. All of that you could use your SNAP money for. Before reaching into your own wallet and having to pay your own money, you would be able to have that SNAP money, which is fantastic because you're helping that grocery store by spending your money in that store, and it's a great program that they've found has really benefited local economies. Where there are more SNAP participants, they've seen that it's had a good impact. It's not like you're just taking, it gives back to the stores and the local economy because you are spending money.
When you say meats, does that include processed meats?
I believe so, yeah. There is a full listing. I wouldn't want to say the wrong thing, but I'm including, like lunch meat, I believe all of that is covered under using your SNAP benefits. So.
You know, it's the old, you're full of baloney, Bob. Well, that's actually true because this is my idea of the ideal meats. You know, I don't want to cook the stuff or anything like that. Yeah. So basically it would be any food product that you don't smoke or can get drunk on or stuff like that.
All the grocery store things you'd be able to get. So it is really nice, and a lot of people might not realize that they are eligible for the program, especially if you're paying rent, you have utility bills, all things like that. You might qualify for it, so definitely make sure that you're in touch with someone at Beverly Bootstraps. You come see me at the senior center where I'm there. I try and be out and about a lot. So.
Will you be enrolling them, if possible, at the senior center?
Yes, I'll be having applications. I will be bringing so much information to be able to let people know what's going on, to let them know if they're eligible, if they do have SNAP, how to increase what SNAP benefits that they do have. So.
This is. In my increase, you mean if something happens, you're entitled. You should pay the medical bills, but you could get more money from the SNAP.
Yeah, if you do have like those monthly co-pays or health insurance premiums that you're paying every single month.
Oh, okay, sounds great. Well, Erin, thanks so much. We're running out of time, believe it or not. I told you it goes fast when you get up here. You've been great. Thanks for everything, the information you've given us, and I'm looking forward to seeing you at the senior center, by the way.
Happy to be there.
We'll talk about things. Thank you for watching. I'm Bob Hobbs. See you next time on Living the Good Life.
You've been watching Livin' the Good Life. We always welcome your comments and suggestions for future programs. Call us at 978-921-6017.